Hi, we're here at the Padcaster booth. We're actually at the Startup Loft here at NAB, and where there's a lot of really cool brand new companies coming up. And we saw this one last night that I really thought would...
some really nice hors d'oeuvres and wine and beer.
Yeah, copious amounts of wine and beer. Anyway, I'm with Josh, and you designed this. Is this your creation?
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to talk a little bit about it because I know a lot of people love the using their, it used to be the flips cameras, the Kodak cameras that are no longer available, and so because smartphones and pads took their place, and so, but the problem with that is it can do great video, but you need so much more. Like you want to control your audio, you want to control your, you want to put a mic on it, steady it. So you guys, you have a whole system here.
Yep.
So if you talk,
you want to explain? Do you want to hold the mic, or you want to just hold it? You want to hold it, or you can?
Oh no, I'll
You'll hold it. You can do that.
You want to hold the mic?
It doesn't matter to me. I'll let you hold it. How about this? So everyone, maybe not everyone, but the iPad is a high definition video camera. It shoots 1080p. That's huge. Yeah. You can download apps that will put manual control on the way that the camera shoots video. So you can control focus, exposure, white balance, audio levels. All of that stuff is part of what you can do with the iPad. You can edit on it with iMovie or Pinnacle Studio, but you'll break it because there's no way to mount it. And you've seen people holding it in their hands, like doing their, kids' concerts and things like that. So I just built a system where you could put the iPad into something very sturdy. It actually is a stabilizer also because it's made of urethane, but it allows you to mount things that you want on it, like a light or a microphone, a wide angle or telephoto adapter, because it's got a 72 millimeter thread built onto it. And then you can just, I basically got a little clamp to mount an audio adapter to take the microphone in. I usually take an input into the charging port because it's a better audio connection. But in this instance, I'm going into the headphone jack, and that works too. But either one, because this is a cheaper audio interface than the ones that go into here. But what it allows me to do, here we're live streaming, which is very easy to do on an iPad. You just get live streams app and you're good to go. But normally, we'll just go into something like this and shoot video. You can shoot 24p, 30, slow-mo, time-lapse. And like I said, you can control focus, exposure, and white balance so that when you move to a place that's lighter, it doesn't suddenly compensate. Which is, you want manual control if you're doing anything professional. Once you shoot with this guy, I go into something like iMovie. The footage automatically goes into the media library here. So anything you shoot in Filmic Pro in this app that I wish I had made goes into your photo library. So let's say this shot here, I want to edit that into my piece. You can just cut it right in right there. It's in here. He's going to look silly. It defaults to a dissolve, so I want to take the cross dissolve out because I like hard cuts. I build our title packages in Final Cut Pro or After Effects, and then I just sync it with iTunes, and it populates into the library. So I can go in here and I can have our title package, a couple seconds, and then it just starts to go into the shot. And our shot, of course, is Gary looking strange. And then at the end, I'll do the same thing. I'll put a title package at the end, and then from iMovie and Pinnacle Studio, from all of them, you can essentially upload to anywhere you want. The cool thing about iMovie, and it's not common to all of them, but with this one, when you go to Vimeo, it will go to my Vimeo page, but it'll also go to my blog, to my Twitter, and to my Facebook simultaneously. So I'm going to 4 places just by hitting that button. So not only can you shoot really fast and cut really fast, but you can get it out the door. And on a Wi-Fi connection, a piece this long that we're doing now would be online in 5 minutes. So, that's one of the big advantages, I think. So I wanted to make it easier on myself. I didn't feel like putting it in clamps and breaking it and stuff. So, so I built this.
In here, you've got a system that you can then put it in.
The reason it's wider at the bottom is these holes accept the locking pin on a tripod base plate, so that if you don't want it to sort of wiggle back and forth, once it's on there, it's locked down. It's not going anywhere. So I had to make the bottom part a little bit wider.
And then I saw last night you had it on a monopod.
Right, so we have some people walking around doing interviews today, and he's on a monopod. Right. He has a wireless mic just like yours, although his Sennheiser did not work well in here. It's not, the frequency's wrong, so I hope your sound is good. We're using Electrosonics kit today because it's just better.
Does your guy have headphones on so he can tell?
Well, he did, but when he went deeper into the hall, the sound got worse. So some of our stuff is great, some of it's not great.
I just had one little quick question.
Sure.
What is that app that you were, this one right here?
It's called Filmic Pro, and like
Filmic
I said,
Pro.
I wish I had invented it, but I did not.
Filmic Pro.
Filmic Pro, yeah, it really helps take manual control over everything here, and it's it's the way to shoot video on an iPad.
And the other thing that excited me is your price point on this isn't very much.
No, it's not. It's $149.
Yes.
And for anyone out here watching at the show, is this going to be for people at the show or for after the show?
This is after the show.
Well, then it's $149. But we are launching a Kickstarter campaign to make a version for the Mini, and you can actually get a discounted price by supporting the Mini. There's a reward level where you get a full-size Padcaster. So, you can go on that probably in the next day or two and support us there.
Okay, because that was my other question. Are you going to do it for the iPhone and for the...
Not for the phone. I think there are many solutions for the phone, and I also think it's too small to cut on, so it's not really practical for doing the all-in-one.
Yeah.
The Mini is an interface that's actually big enough, but it's small enough you can still throw it in your bag, even if the Padcaster for the Mini is on it. So I'm actually really excited about making it.
Well, thank you, Josh, for taking the time, and check out the Padcaster, seriously, and support his Kickstarter campaign for the Mini.